One more thing, Harsh. You have mentioned about so much international music and Western cultures. Can I see your Spotify playlist, please?
Of course.
Once again, why is Sapna Chaudhary topping the charts?
Oh my god.
Welcome to the second episode of Beyond the Books, our podcast where we uncover the most wonderful stories hidden in your backpack. I am Veer, and today we are talking about something huge. I mean, how Western influences changed the Indian hip hop scene, and also how can we forget the legendary beefs that shaped the scene. With me, we have Harsh, a hip hop enthusiast who can probably write more lines than Raftar and Krishna together. Welcome, Harsh.
Do you want me to spit some bars?
That's completely fine.
Thanks for having me. I know huge respect for Raftar and Krishna. But why does dollar sign drops once in a year only?
Well, that's a mystery in itself.
Yeah, and you're right. Hip hop is just more than a genre in India. It's now a movement.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely believe what you've said. I would also like to say, like, from Bollywood beats to a full-blown rap culture in India, Indian hip hop scene has evolved a lot. What would you like to say about it?
Yeah, hip hop has evolved a lot. Like from in the 90s, it was all about Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, and now it is about like the whole Desi hip hop culture has boomed.
Well, what do you think? Like, what are the people contribution in order to make it such big scene? Because see, if I go a little back, I don't think there was any rap culture before Bohemia in India. Like before 2000s, there was nothing.
See, in early 2000s, it was like when the Eminem era started, when it was the Slim Shady era, you know.
Yeah.
When it started.
Yeah, people also used to say, "Yo, we are in our angsty rap
era. Yeah, that Slim Shady, that white boy music, and that bandana on the head.
You have mentioned about so much international music and Western cultures. Can I see your Spotify playlist, please?
Of course.
Once again, why is Sapna Chaudhary topping the charts?
Oh my god.
Okay, so since you have mentioned about Bronx, I'd like to say, as we know, as per the factual data, the hip hop culture was coming from Bronx and now it has reached Bombay. Okay, so what is something you would like to say, how it has evolved over the years, like from Bronx to Bombay, how is the journey?
See, it is all about the rapping style.
Yeah.
First, it was like slow beats and spitting some bars. Then it came chopper flows of Eminem and dissing each other. It is a whole different genre now, like more bass boosted beats and spitting low key bars. This is a complete transition over the years, with more like enhanced music and different kind of beats and all.
Okay, so from your answer, I'd like to pick two things. You have mentioned about disses, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, you have mentioned about beats. So is it okay for me to say that beats has somehow overpowered the lyrics at this age?
Yeah, it is kind of true. Beats, because some people only listen music because of the beats, and you have you ever went to a Seedhe Mauth concert?
Yeah,
It's all about the beats.
Yeah, well, I can totally match your energy.
Yeah.
When I went there, the entire venue was like booming with
Nobody
bass.
knows a single lyric.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
In your last answer, you have mentioned about beefs, disses. So what are some legendary beefs that you can remember right now?
See, I told you that like if we are mentioning beefs, Ether is a must.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah, and nowadays it's about Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah. Whew.
Man, like Kendrick is a beast.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's like Drake wanted some tuition lectures, so just he messed up with wrong people.
Yeah, sure. But Drake also had some good lines in it, but he's not at the same level as Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick is a complete.
Like from so many beefs, is there any line that you personally related to, or like it hit in your head? Okay, it's stuck in your head now.
I like the joke where Nas jokes about Jay-Z. He says Jay-Z as Gazy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, since we are talking about about the impact of Western influences in current Indian hip hop scene, so do you think this is something that we have adapted from them and now we are nurturing them in Indian hip hop as well?
Yeah, Sure, like some flows also, Desi hip hop artists copy the flows by their own lyrics only, but they copy flows. And like J. Cole verse is very famous in a song called The London, and it is copied by a artist, Indian artist, and which is totally fine because the lyrics are their own, but flows we can copy from like different
So
artists.
you are saying that they are heavily inspired.
Heavily inspired, yeah.
Oh,
Hip hop
alright,
is also like it is not an Indian origin genre. It's from outside only, so it has to be inspired.
Okay. If we are talking about disses, like can you just specify me, okay, some Indian hip hop scenes disses as well, like how they've impacted the whole scene?
Yeah, sure. Like the first dish I saw when I was in 9th standard, it
Yeah.
was MEV and Raftar.
Oh, it's a legendary.
Yeah,
film, I
it
would
was
say.
yeah, it was the whole another level. Like I remember we used to talk about it in the class all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
we used to examine lyrics as
who
well
were
at
you?
the time.
Which team you were, Raftar or MEV?
Ah, that's our audience. That's our audience take. I won't say anything for
Oh,
that.
you're trying not to be political.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like Raftar and anyway. Then MEV and Krishna also, it was a nice
Yeah.
beef. Yeah.
I still remember these whole Machayenge series and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's something
It's on
next
a whole
level.
another level, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you have in your mind? Ki, okay, these are the Indian lines, Indian hip hop scenes ki lines that you can recite right now?
See, Indian hip hop lines are better to not recite because I don't want to be
I
cancelled.
completely agree with you. So I believe we have enough spoken about disses and beefs, but I would like to ask you, since you are somebody who is so much into the Indian hip hop scene, what's your point of view? Ki, like in which direction we are going in terms of IHH? We are leading. What our future holds of?
First of all, it's DHS, Desi hip hop. Okay?
All right. Thanks for correcting me.
Yeah, so I think the regional hip hop is going to blow up. Like artists like Sambata, Hanuman Kind,
Yeah.
MC Stan. These artists are like doing really well in their regional raps only, and it seems nice. Like I don't know a single word of Marathi, but I vibe to Sambata songs. So it's nice to see them grow.
Okay, so is it okay for me to say that vibes, those vibrations, those music is something which is personally resonating with my feelings, and that is what I am liking instead of the language?
Yes, it's true. Like the music has, see, music has power to influence people.
Correct.
And like different artists blowing up, and it is like it is affecting people around the world. Like Marathi songs are off the charts, so it is definitely something.
Also, since you have mentioned about MC Stan, I'd like to ask you a question which is around the DHS scene, but relatively in a different space. I like to speak about reality shows. Okay, I don't know if you know, but MC Stan recently won the last season of Big Boss. Do you think artists like MC Stan, who came from a relatively weaker background, but now they are like flourishing in their own fields and also in reality show space, do you think it is something that we can think, okay, future holds this, and in future artists will get greater places in reality shows as well?
Yeah, sure. I think it's all about that. Like old generation, in the old generation, it was like people used to work, and then their work was recognized, and then they got famous. Now it is different. People are getting famous beforehand, and then they are doing work. So like MC Stan won Big Boss. I think it has opened a door like many artists can do. They can participate in reality shows and win, of course.
Okay, one more question for the future space only. We can see कि collaboration helps artists to grow and to build themselves into a brand. What's your perspective about international collaborations? We can see that Nick Jonas and King has a collaboration which like top of charts. It's somewhere around 250 million views right now on YouTube. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, collaborations are a very nice thing to do. Like to collaborate with like different. I would love to hear a song with King and Drake both.
Yeah.
They both have the same vibe. So like yeah, I like collaborations. Like one of my favorite song is a collaboration song. It's Nunchaku by MC Stan and the Seedhe Moth. Yeah, collaboration is a nice thing.
Okay, and since I have mentioned about billboards, one question just came into my mind. I'd like to ask you, what do you think? Like, what's the scope of Indian artists topping the global billboard charts?
Yeah, it can be true. Like I saw a Divine story yesterday. He was in the billboards, New York Times Square.
Oh, that's great. That's a win
Yeah.
for Indian hip hop scene.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
as you said, Desi hip hop scene.
Desi hip hop, yeah.
Yeah.
Desi hip hop is doing really well because we have Indians are a lot in population, to
Yeah.
be honest, and we have a lot of audience. So and hip hop is not just about the lyrics. It's about the vibe the music videos and the song gives. So like yeah, people listen to different songs. Like K-pop has boomed a lot.
Yeah.
So why cannot Desi hip hop?
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one more question I'd like to ask you. Like it comes from a similar space only. You have talked about regional hip hops. Like so, is it okay for me to say that the entire Desi hip hop is divided into regional spaces, and those regional spaces are in their own individual races?
No, it's not like that. See, it's about the interaction the audience gives. Like regional songs also get a massive interaction when you collab with a big artist. Like
Sorry to cut you, but can you specify something like what type of regional music you're speaking about?
like Punjabi songs. Punjabi
Okay.
songs are a whole another level.
Yeah,
They have a pan India. They have a lot of reach.
correct.
So yeah,
I would like to say not pan India but globally.
globally, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So yeah, Punjabi songs, Marathi songs are also booming right now. So yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, I guess that's the end of it, and we are at the ending of our podcast. But before wrapping it up, I'd like to ask you, uh, can you summarize the entire episode for our audience so that they can get some takeaways from it?
Yeah, sure. So we talked about how the hip hop was changed from the Bronx to Bombay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about beefs, Nas, Jay-Z, different kinds of beefs in hip hop. We talked about different genres, regional rap booming up. We talked about different beats and how beats are now more influenced than the lyrics of the rap. And we talked about how all together Indian rap is all influenced by Western rap.
Well, that's great to put it, and I'm so thankful to have you here, Harsh. And we hope to see you on another episode of Beyond the
Thank you
Books.
so much.
So that's it, guys. Until next time, stay creative and keep rolling with your rhymes. Thank you.